Hello and welcome back to Dairy Farm. We're about to march into the Fushimi Magistrate's office.
And have a battle, and Hanley will, maybe prove useful to the Shinsengumi, maybe kiss some boys, whichever comes first.
Let's kiss some boys on a battlefield.
Yes, sounds romantic as hell.
So we've decided to tag along because we wanted to hang out with the guys while they, did their thing.
Leaving my beloved Okita, Sanan, and Heisuke behind.
Yeah, we know how much you love Heisuke.
I know.
It's
my
really
favorite
hard for
boy
you.
with his stupid forehead scratch.
Yeah? That thing bleeding, Pete.
I think they're making it too big of a deal, but it's fine. Wow. Anyways, what's the Fushimi Magistrate's office?
We're going to learn what the Fushimi Magistrate's office is.
Whoa!
It's a government office that supervises the Fushimi Station in Kyoto Riverbank, which is one of the 7 entrances to Kyoto. Nice.
Whoa! There were a number of Kyoto Judiciary Commissioners' men gathered there as well, in preparation for battle with the Choshu. Walking proudly in front of the men, Kondo approached the government official near the gate.
We, the Shinsengumi, are reporting as requested by Lord Katamori Matsudaira, the Lieutenant General of the Aizu.
Who is Katamori Matsudaira?
Just fucking said. General. 9th generation daimyo, military commander. He's commander man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Katamori Matsudaira was the Lord of Aizu domain and also the Kyoto military commissioner, which made him a very important person. I like that they had to explain who he was 3 times.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter.
Yeah. His name would have been immediately recognized.
Okay, well, sorry that we're not all up to date with 1864 Tokyo commissioners.
The man standing near the gate looked slightly taken aback by the mention of the Shinsengumi.
You were told to report here, but we received no such orders. Ah, jeez.
No, that didn't make any sense. What? Why am I talking? I should shut the fuck up.
I speak for them.
Perhaps sensing my confusion, Saito leaned over and whispered under his breath, "Oh, Saito."
Don't shut up. They haven't received notice of our orders. Lines of communication are likely in disarray.
Do you mean the Choshu is overpowering the shogunate's forces?
They cut the phone lines. Not necessarily. However, I do suspect the enemy to be doing well. Good for them.
This could be tricky. The Judiciary Commissioner and the Military Commissioner had similar organizations, but they operate very differently. The Military Commissioner's office was under the jurisdiction of the Aizu domain, while the Kiwana domain controlled the Judiciary Commissioner.
Wow.
What is the Kiwana domain?
I really don't care. It's a domain governed by Sadaki Matsudaira, who's the Judiciary Commissioner.
Oh, I already know that. Jesus.
Sure.
Ugh. I didn't fully understand the relationship between each domain.
Bitch, me neither.
But so far as I knew, the Aizu and the Kiwana weren't quite fond of each other.
Cool, that's all you needed to tell me.
Isn't this game supposed to be about kissing samurai?
Yeah!
I'm getting
Unless the Aizu and Kuwana are hot boys I can kiss, I don't think it's pertinent information.
My sophomore world history teacher told me that I was not very good at history.
Oh no!
So this is confusing me.
Just be like, listen, did you know that Toshizo Hijikata was the captain of the Shinsengumi? Just wow her with very obscure Japanese historical facts.
Yeah.
And he was very handsome.
She's like, Shinsengumi, isn't it from Hakuoki, Kyoto Winds? I'm like,
hey, he was a real guy.
Oh, yeah.
Nonetheless, our assistant has been formally requested. If you could only speak to your supervisor. I want to talk to your manager. It wouldn't make a difference. Now get! We have no use for Mibu's wolves.
What are Mibu's wolves?
We know the Mibu wolves, the wolves of Mibu. It's the nickname given to the men who would later become the Shinsengumi. It was both a reference to their reputation and an alternate spelling of Miburo, meaning Ronin of Mibu.
Nice.
Yeah. Bark, bark.
How terrible. And after they'd asked for the Shinsengumi's help, I felt Harada's hand on my shoulder and turned to look at him. Oh, damn, so many boys are being so nice to me right now.
Oh, yeah.
Forget about them. This isn't anything to make a fuss about. We get this sort of crap all the time.
But this is so galling.
Honestly, get used to it.
I wasn't truly a member of the Shinsengumi, but even so. After living with the Shinsengumi men and watching how they worked, I couldn't bear to see how they were treated, which is why this felt wrong to me.
She's really being a pick-me girl.
Pick me. Choose me. Love me. Everyone at the Shinsengumi has worked so hard to maintain peace in Kyoto. How could these people, who are supposed to be our allies, turn us away without a second thought?
Our allies?
Yeah, what the
Turn
hell?
us away?
Yeah, girl.
Huh. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm gonna need you to toughen up for me if you can.
So I'm...
I love that. Hey, that's cool, but I'm gonna really need you to get over it. If you can. If you can, that'd be great. Thank you.
Sana.
Thank you.
You absolute mad lad.
If we throw a fit here, then we might hurt Aizu's reputation. You get it?
Damn, okay. Maybe I should have stayed behind. Oh. Okita would have been nicer to me about it.
He would not.
I know he would.
He would not.
He would not. Kiwana would only need to complain that the Shinsengumi hadn't shown them proper respect to make trouble for the Aizu. All of the men, including Harada, understood what needed to be done, and they endured. What are they enduring? They're like...
Just people being rude to them.
The bar is on the floor for what men have to deal with. They're like, one time, some guy was rude to me and it hurt my feelers, so...
And then another time a guy got mad at me when I stabbed his wife in the street.
It was really hard.
But he was leaning on a merchant, so...
So it was... He's also poor, so he deserved it. Oh god.
Oh, Saito's slooping in there.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do here, Chief. This ain't it, Chief. I regret to inform you that this ain't it. We should leave the magistrate alone and meet with the Aizu Domain's men on our own.
Saito's suggestion to Kondo was rudely interrupted by Takada.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, hi, I'm here and I'm fucking huge.
Fuck, what voice did I do, man?
This snooty man.
Us? Leave? What's the point of ignoring a military command in the battlefield? Chief, everyone knows that messengers get delayed during war. Leaving now would be foolish. I think we should remain here on standby.
If this location were a camp to which we were stationed, then maybe you'd be making sense. Unfortunately, it is not, and you're whack as hell and out of line. And it would be wise for us to act in the best interest of the Shinsengumi.
Do you dare oppose my opinion? An opinion, mind you, from the Shinsengumi's war counselor?
I'll oppose an opinion from a little bitch. Cool it. Saito brings up a good point.
Kondo nodded deeply as he glanced at Saito.
He's my favorite. We, the Shinsengumi, will officially look for the camp that military commissioner... Huh? The camp that military commissioner is constructing, I guess? Anyway.
It sounds like someone is, like, scrunching on someone's intestine.
Oh, what the fuck? Ew!
Did you... Excuse... The way that it sounds, it's like... The worst.
I don't like that.
Someone needs to tell these people that freesound.org is really not the way to go sometimes. I know you think it sounds good, but it is not worth it. And with that, the Shinsengumi set off to find the soldiers of the Aizu domain.
Let me in!
Night had fallen by the time we arrived at the Kyoto beach.
Cujo.
Cujo, pardon my yawn.
Ain't that the dog from Stephen King?
That's Cujo.
Yeah, Cujo.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, Cujo Beach.
Yeah. Night had fallen by the time we arrived at Cujo Beach. What is Cujo Beach?
A location near what is now referred to as Kanjin Bridge on the Kamo River. It's filled with rabid dogs.
Oh, whoops. I have to press this. After leaving the Fushimi magistrate's office, we made for the Aizu Manor. Upon arriving, we relayed our previous encounter and asked for new orders.
They were really mean to us.
Yeah.
You also didn't check the Aizu
Oh,
Manor.
shit.
Wow. How dare you miss such pertinent information?
I'm so sorry. I didn't even notice.
The Aizu Manor.
What the fuck is the
It's gonna
Aizu
be like
Manor?
the manor that the Aizu are in.
The Aizu Domain residence was a Buddhist temple in Kyoto used as the base for the Aizu Domain. The Shinsengumi rented a portion of the Konkai Komyo in Kurotani.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
That was important.
The manor official we met with directed us to the Kujo beach, which we did. However...
What? The Shinsengumi is to join us?
Uh-oh.
We've received no such order. I apologize, but could you go speak with the commander at the man?
Nagakura
man?
seemed to tolerate no more of this.
Dex him.
What the hell? He was the one who told us to come here. God.
Oh god, this is literally how the army works. Like,
Yeah.
this is the most accurate historical representation of the armed forces I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I don't know, go here. Well, okay. And then you go there and they're like, who told you to come here? And they're like, the other guy. And they're like, we'll go back to him. And you're like, but he told me to come here.
Yeah. You want to fuck us over? Fine. But you're going to be disobeying a direct order from your superior, pal. You really want to do that?
You really want to fuck me? But please calm down. I don't know you.
I don't want to fuck
I don't know.
The man flinched and shivered, then fell silent. Kondo did his best to assume a professional air, but there was no hiding his massive grin.
Hee hee. Call their manager. I would like to speak to your commanding officer. Do you think you might be able to take me to him? He gonna speak to the manager.
He goes.
Kondo, more like Kendo.
Wow.
Alright.
Good. Nice.
That was a good one.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
At last, after a great deal of trouble, we were allowed to remain with the troops at Kujo Beach. The chief and the captains left the rest of us to speak with the Aizu commanders. They returned sometime later, looking tired and drained. Inoue, who'd gone with them, also wore a bitter sort of half-smile.
He always has a bitter sort of half smile.
Yeah.
Well, it would seem that the men stationed here are reserves and not the main force of their army. Their main force has been committed to the defense of Hamaguri Gate.
What is Hamaguri Gate?
It's one of the western gates of the Imperial Estate and is protected by the allied forces of Aizu, Kuwana, and Satsuma.
Nice. They're treating the Shinsengumi like reserves? Then why the hell do they send us a message acting like there's some sort of emergency?
We can't predict what might happen. Battle may soon approach us. There is little to do but wait.
So all we can do is wait?
That's literally what I just fucking said, Hanley.
There was a chance that the call could come at night, so the men stayed awake, ready to act.
I'm gonna pour Red Bull into my eyes.
Sano.
Just let us know if you need to rest a bit, Hanley. You're always welcome to sleep on my lap.
Alright.
Sano?
Hey,
Sano?
bud.
Sano, I have a boyfriend, and I actually don't, but...
He ain't here.
He
ain't
Sano
here.
would be the person who's like,
Yeah.
Is your boyfriend here?
Your boyfriend isn't here. He's out with, he got his chest crushed in. So,
Sano, that was a low blow.
yeah.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Bloosh. Harda laughed as I shook my head.
Haha.
It wouldn't be fair for me to be the one to sleep. The men had to remain alert, anticipating that they could face death at any moment. If anything, the men should sleep and you should watch over them, Hanley.
Yeah.
Anxiety wrapped around me until I slept near dawn. The men, however, were vigilant through the night. Okay, so she did end up falling asleep.
Yeah.
She's like,
Against her.
I should go to sleep.
She tried.
Girl.
Relatable.
Even as I drifted in and out of consciousness, I could see them nearby, persisting against the night. The break of dawn burned my eyes as I heard it. Oh, a cannon?
A cannon?
Oh shit, there's guns? I forgot that there were guns.
1864.
The crack of a gunshot tore through the... Oh wait, yeah. 1864.
Yep. This was, fun historical fact, this was around the time, and this is going to become a plot point later, but this was when guns were first introduced to Japan. So this is the very end of the Sengoku Jida, which is like the Warring States period, and that's primarily when samurai were like a big thing. And so it was a huge shift when guns were introduced to Japan because it was all these dudes who had honed their craft with swords, and people who had like no training were able to just mow them down because they had guns.
Yeah.
So they were bringing a sword to a gunfight, and it was really hard. So this was around the time that samurai were actually starting to kind of die out. This is like the end of the era of samurai. Fun facts.
That's so
I mean,
fun.
they had cannons, because everybody had cannons back then, but cannons were unwieldy and hard to load.
The crack of a gunshot tore through the morning air, and in the distance I heard men shouting and the clang of metal. The fighting had begun. The captains looked at one another and nodded.
It's time we left.
I stared at him for a moment, perhaps not yet fully awake, until I understood what he was saying. Right. See, it's the squelching.
Ew, I hate that. I don't like that. I don't like
Oh god,
it.
I know it's supposed to be walking on gravel, but like there's something about it that's too wet.
Ew.
Well, that...
I know, it's gross.
With a quick nod, I readied myself to go. That I read that as relieved
With a quick nod, I relieved myself.
With a quick nod, I pissed my pants.
So I just like, it's time to go, and she's like, got it.
They're like, shit, we didn't bring pee-pee pads.
You want to see? No, they didn't bring the pee pads. Now when she needs them.
No.
Oh god.
Then,
Want to see how fast I can piss myself?
then,
Stop! What do you think you're doing? We were ordered to stay here.
well, last you said the Shinsengumi had no such order.
Listen, what are we talking about orders now? It don't matter.
Did you just tell me to stop?
Oh,
Do you know who I am?
Hijikata is about to eat you alive.
Eat him.
Even during our lengthy march the day before, I'd never seen Hijikata mad.
I'm angry now. I
Maybe.
haven't had lunch.
Maybe, because of his position as commander, he was afraid to express himself when his temper flared up, but it looked as if he'd reached his limit.
I'm emotionally constipated.
Normally, he left the yelling to Nagakura and stayed patient when speaking with army officials. This time, however, he finally had enough.
Hijikata about to snap.
Yes, bitch.
I thought your job here was to protect the Imperial estate, but you'd rather sit on your fat ass.
What's the Imperial estate?
You think I have a fat ass? It's the Emperor's residence. Damn, boy, you shit with that thing.
Direct quote.
That's a historical quote from the real Hijikata Toshizo. It's
Damn, son, you shit with that thing.
anyway.
I wish Hijikata told me I had a fat ass.
Yes. Yeah, Hijikata, redirect that energy towards me.
Please, thank you.
We're here to stop those Choshu assholes from attacking. Tell me, what are the Choshu doing? Let's find out together. But we haven't received any orders.
Hijikata was in no mood for excuses.
If you've got any kind of pride in your job, then forget your goddamn orders and move.
That's kind of counterintuitive to everything you believe, but that's all right.
Damn. Can I get a ow ow? Ow ow. Without even waiting for a response, Hijikata spun around and stalked off, fuming.
Oh, he mad.
Where are we going? I
Hell.
didn't dare raise my voice above a whisper, but I asked Saito, who was walking near me. Oh, of course he was.
To the enemy, which in this case means Hamaguri Gate.
Hamaguri Gate? You mean where Aizu's main force is protecting, right?
The battle at the gate is likely to be an intense one. So I'm gonna push you in the front. You better prepare yourself.
I'm gonna use you as a human shield. That
Yes.
sound good?
Yes, this is why I brought you.
All right.
This is why I vouched for you.
Hijikata.
What?
I read that as Hijikata's furry.
Yeah, Hijikata's furry.
Oh no. Hijikata's fury seemed to rouse the Aizu's reserves, who up to this point seemed flustered by the threat of conflict, watching the Shinsengumi march. At the end, they followed the Shinsengumi to the Hamakuri Gate. I love the music.
Yeah.
Before long, we'd arrived. You could hear us moving.
Yeah. We're very loud.
Oh my gosh. The gate was pockmarked with scores of bullets, and everywhere dead and dying soldiers littered the ground. The acrid stink of firearms hung in the air. Even though I tried to prepare myself mentally for what lay before me, my heart shattered from the traces of war occurring ahead.
Wait, I didn't know I was going to battle.
Yeah. Oh, when you said go with you guys, I didn't think it was going to be like this. The enemy, however, was nowhere to be seen. We'd arrived too late. The battle was already over. After a moment of stunned silence, several of our men were dispatched by Hijikata to determine what happened. Then Kondo sighed.
What are the Choshu thinking? They've raided the Imperial estate.
Yeah, that's a pretty ballsy move.
Yeah. I find it difficult to know what they're doing. How do they claim to be an imperialist domain?
Kondo simply nodded. The Choshu define themselves as among those who revered the Emperor, yet they attack his home? It didn't make sense to me either.
We revere the Emperor, not his house.
Yeah, damn. Nevertheless, the damage was done.
Oh, he run.
Oh, yeah.
He running.
I was in the middle of pondering their reasons when Saito returned to me.
It appears the Choshu attacked Hamaguri in the early morning, but were repelled by the combined forces of the Aizu and Satsuma.
What is Satsuma?
A domain governed by an opposition daimyo. Interesting. Named Shimazu. They initially supported imperial unification, but they eventually allied with Choshu in the interest of removing the shogun.
The forces standing against them were too much for Choshu, who were forced to retreat. The Choshu, who were forced to retreat. The corner of Hijikata's mouth curled into a grin.
So Satsuma's helping Aizu now, are they? Times sure are changing. Considering their less than friendly past, it would seem the Choshu became their common foe.
The Satsuma and the Aizu domains hadn't been on the best of terms. I thought that they outsmarted the family domain and allied with the imperial court to expel foreigners. What is the family domain?
Oh, it's the domain ruled by a son of the Tokugawa clan.
Oh my god, they're throwing so many problems.
I don't
This is getting very
There's a
confusing.
lot of domains.
Oh lordy. I just want to kiss samurais, okay?
Yeah, look, man.
However, I recall my father telling me that they were not much different than the
I
Choshu.
don't need to know who they work for. I just want to smooch them.
Yeah. Unlike the Choshu, however, they'd gone to war with a foreign force and suffered a devastating loss. Following their defeat, I learned the Satsuma began to reconsider their nationalistic stance.
I'm like, maybe foreigners are,
However, they were only rumors, and what had come to pass had yet to be fully determined.
So there's no point in me telling you this. Hijikata, supposedly there's still some of those Choshu bastards fighting over at the Kuge Gate.
What's the Kuge Gate?
It's a gate.
Its location I refer to as the Inui Gate at Matsuyama Castle. Sure, it's a gate.
Okay. Thank you, game.
Oh, they're on.
Oh, who the fuck is that?
It's Yamazaki.
Oh!
Terrible
I see,
haircut.
I see his bad hair. I
Yeah.
see it peeking out. I was
Yeah.
like, who the fuck
He's
is
a
this?
ninja.
Aw. Cute outfit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Helps him blend in.
Yes. He's got that COVID mask.
Yes, a social
distancing.
distancing king.
Yes. Hijikata's expression changed as he considered Haruda's words, but before he could open his mouth to speak, Yamazaki appeared. I forgot I voiced him.
Yep.
Fuck, what was the voice I couldn't hit?
I don't know.
I think all my voices are sounding the same because I can't remember
That's
what I
fine.
voiced. Commander.
Oh, a nice young lady.
Commander. We believe the men who led the raid were headed for Mount What is Tenno?
An important, heavily trafficked location in the southern part of Kyoto. It is adjacent to the Setsu province.
Nice.
It's a big mountain.
Mount Tenno was located between Kyoto and Osaka. Supposedly, they're in the middle of escaping from Fushimi towards Osaka. After hearing the report from both Haruda and Yamazaki, Hijikata contemplated deeply.
It's like, I can't keep track of all these fucking proper nouns.
Although Kondo was recognized as the formal head of the Shinsengumi, I'd learned from everyone that all major decisions were deferred to Hijikata. This was no exception, and I could see all eyes were on him. He was silent for a few moments, and then I saw his mouth curve in a small smile.
Looks like our work's cut out for us, boys.
I like that he smiles when he's inflicting violence and also when his boyfriend's around.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all he do.
Haruda, take your men to Kuge Gate to deal with those Choshu bastards. Sure thing, boss. Saito, Yamazaki, I want you to figure out what the situation is here. Hold Hamaguri Gate. Hold it gently like a woman. As you wish.
Got it.
Your job's a tough one, Chief.
He looks like he's not paying attention.
Yeah, neither of them look very plus.
He's like, oh, yeah. I know this is a bitch, but I want you to speak with the Aizu.
You know,
Okay.
feudal Japan.
Feudal Japan.
Talk with the bigwigs at the Aizu.
Yeah, I know this is a bitch, like my wife, but I want you to speak with the Aizu bigwigs about a punitive expedition. So, punitive expedition for the Choshu, right? I'm getting, like, none of this. Yeah. Some of those bastards are headed for Tenno, but others will run around and cause trouble. If we're gonna go after them, then we need to leave Kyoto, and only you can get us those papers.
Shinsengumi were entrusted with the protection of Kyoto, and if this war was for aiding the Aizu, then they had to do more than just guard the gate. Leaving our posts, however, to chase after the Choshu troops meant that we needed permission from the military commissioner, meaning the Aizu.
I see. If it's the chief of the Shinsengumi, the commissioner's office will listen to what we want. Are you sure about that?
After what we'd gone through the day before, I didn't imagine Kondo's task would be an easy one.
Yeah.
Still, if the representative was anyone other than Kondo, the Aizu would be unlikely to grant the request, let alone entertain the notion of a meeting.
Again, I want you to go with him. Somebody has to keep an eye on our chief, alright? And also on you. You can drop dead at any moment. Of course. I'll do my best, Commander. I'm only like 47.
Yeah, damn. Another laugh ran through the soldiers, and Kondo's mouth twisted into a wry sort of grin. Why are they all smiling?
This is all an inside joke.
Yeah.
Classic Kondo.
Perhaps he chose not to deny it because he knew he might go a little crazy.
I'm already fucking insane. The rest of you are coming with me to Tenno. As for you,
Yes. He looked directly at me.
I forgot you were here.
What important task are you going to assign me, Hijikata?
I want you to give me a kiss.
I wasn't a warrior, nor did I have political ties. Hijikata didn't know what to do with me.
Ah, shit.
Suddenly, I felt very much like dead weight.
Beans.
Beans.
You can't go with Kondo, but other than that, it's up to you. Pick your favorite boy.
All right. Ooh! Kondo was meeting with the leaders of the Aizu. If I joined him, there would be nothing for me. Well, he just said I couldn't go with him.
Yeah.
Do you listen, Hanley? I had many options for what I could do. Hijikata would be pursuing the leaders of the Choshu attack toward Tenno Mountain. Saito will be staying at the Hamaguri Gate to protect it and to gather information. Harada and his men will be going to the Kyuge Gate to stop the attack on the Imperial Estate.
So do you want to go with Hijikata, Saito, or Harada?
Here's the thing. I usually would want to go with Saito. However, the job that Saito was given sounds incredibly boring. So I don't think I'm going to go with Saito.
Okay. So Hijikata or our boy Sano?
Well, I don't think I was paying good enough attention to figure out what the fuck he's doing on
Okay.
Mount Tenno.
So Hijikata is chasing down some of the dudes, like the enemy. They're trying to escape.
Oh, and he's chasing them down.
He's tracking them
and
down.
there are still some people fighting at the
Yes,
Kyuge Gate.
they're attacking Kyuge Gate, and Harada wants to go deal with them.
And then Saito's just kind of
He's guarding this gate.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds kind of boring, so I'm not going. I have already established I'm not going.
All right.
Fudge. Fudge. There's two very good boys. I think I'm gonna go with Sano.
You're gonna go with Sano?
Yes. Just because I want to have some extra time with Sano.
Extra time with Sano is always good.
Yes. Who cares about the war? I just want to kiss boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for, baby.
That's what we're here for. Fuck this history shit.
Yeah, listen, I don't care about domains.
Alright. To the Kyuge Gate.
To the Kyuge Gate.
Kyuge, not Kyuge.
That's not right. The Kugel.
Kugel. To the Kugel Gate. Oh, I decided to accompany Harada to the Kyuge Gate.
The Kugate.
Kugate. When we arrived, it was immediately clear that the fight wasn't as decisive as the one of Hamaguri. Why is that word just
Very
killing
tough
me?
one.
The Judiciary Commissioner's men, who moved to Kuge from Hamaguri, were still engaged with a number of Choshu soldiers refusing to yield.
You should probably stay here, Hanley. It's gonna be pretty dangerous out there.
Oh, yes.
Yes, go boy.
Before I could respond, he was off. The rest of the Shinsengumi thundering into battle behind him.
All right, men, let's go!
Why am I here? Why?
I don't know. Usually she goes wherever people might need like medical attention.
What?
But she's kind of they're like, "Oh, well she can do very basic medical stuff
Okay.
because of her dad."
Yeah.
So that's usually her job, but right now so far her job has just been to kind of stand there. So I don't know what she's doing here
It's
right
so
now.
funny because, like, when they originally were like, "Oh, can Hanley come with us?" They're like, "She proved herself. Like, she is not a burden.
She
can be
threw
here."
a bowl at a guy
Yeah.
and then got Okita almost killed.
Yeah.
So
And then the second she comes here, they're like, "You should stay out of this.
Yeah.
This is too dangerous for you." And I'm like,
Girl,
"But why am I here?"
why is she here? She's here for moral support.
And
They
that
just
is-
like having a girl nearby so that they can,
and boost morale.
yeah.
Goddamn. Anyways,
Let's go.
let's go fight. Haruda led the Shinsengumi warriors and divided right into the center
Dived.
of that. Haruda led the Shinsengumi warriors and dived right into the center of the battlefield.
Is
You
it
could hear their
dove?
footsteps.
I don't know, man. I don't
Hey,
know.
I didn't localize it.
I don't know. I can't speak English.
Whoa.
If you want to get to the Imperial Estate, you're gonna have to get through us first.
Oh, look at that cutie.
He is a cutie patootie.
Do you want me to be Choshu Shoulder?
I'll just be all the extras.
Okay.
Damn it, is that the Shinsengumi? Damn right it is. If any of you were looking for a quick, glorious death, then come at me.
Ooh, hot. I
I
mean,
know.
what?
I love him.
Yes, bitch.
Bastard.
Oh, fuck yeah. War cries rose up from both sides, and battle was joined. This time, however, the force defending the Imperial Estate had the Shinsengumi on their side.
And Haruda with its giant fucking spear just annihilating people.
yeah, the battle did not last long.
Is this the best we can do? Like, guys? Guys?
A great moan of pain went out of the soldiers.
This is just what my cross-country experience was. It's just, is this the best we can do? Don't let them escape! After them!
The officers of the Judiciary Commissioner shouted to their men, who slowly began to advance.
Ugh,
Whoa!
this is a new fella.
Is he romanceable?
He is not.
Ugh. Disgusting. What the heck? I'm sorry. I am just enamored by his design.
He's got a cool design.
He's cool.
He's an interesting guy.
I love his hair.
Yeah.
His hair.
He's
is
got
fun.
a banging personality.
And I do love a bitch with tattoos.
Yeah.
And look at his like arm glove.
yeah.
Yes. Anyways. They had scarcely begun to move, however, when the man covering the Choshu escape turned and faced them. Oh my god, yes.
All right. Do you want to voice him or should I?
I can voice him.
All right.
I hope you feel honored, boys.
Hell yeah!
It looks like I'm gonna be playing with you for a bit.
Got the Glock! When I say that this I have been waiting for him to arrive because he took me out the first time okay, not only I don't think that this is a gun style, it cannot have existed in 1864. It cannot have existed in 1864. And the fact that he's holding it sideways, it's so jarring in this game about samurai. He's just like, oh, worm, I got the Glock.
Might as well be like Death the Kid from Soul Eater with his upside down gun.
Yeah, listen,
What the hell?
he's the kid that throws gun in rock, paper, scissors.
Yes.
And he wins every time.
Oh my god.
Like, it's not even remotely fair.
That is so funny.
He's got the Glock.
Literally so funny.
Oh,
That is so good.
Yes.
Just objectively, that is
This right here
so good.
is the high. It's just we've peaked. This game is peaked, and it will not get any better than this.
There was a flash of silver and a sound like the crack of thunder filled the air. Oh, who's he shooting? The sound rang loudly in my ears, and I saw the man holding a silver barrel with smoke rising from it. A gun!
Me too, Hanley. Just a gun.
She's like, where the fuck did you get a gun?
A gun.
A knife! No! It was was like nothing I'd ever seen before.
Yeah.
It was smaller than a normal gun, making it easier to conceal. It was called a handgun.
Thank
How do you know that?
I don't know.
What's that? Did the sound of my pistol scare you? He looked pointedly at the remaining officials, his mouth drawn open in a toothy grin. Oh, I love him.
He's great.
The reason why people couldn't approach him was because of his aura, rather than a fear of the gun.
Literally, his vibes are scarier than the firearm that
But
he
the
has.
gun certainly didn't help.
Yeah. The gun also made it difficult to approach him.
He was clearly outnumbered, but looked no more concerned than if he were facing no enemies at all. It was clear to everyone that he was no normal man.
He was sexy.
No, Sano!
Well, it sure is nice of you to play with us, but don't you think it's a little unfair if you're the only one with a gun?
Oh my god, if Sano pulls out a Glock, I'm gonna lose.
Oh god, you almost killed me.
The Sano Glock.
Sano with a gun. Can Sano please have a gun? Thank you.
Please. Haruda? Haruda moved a few steps closer to the stranger. Are you gonna shoot him? Because that's gonna do things to me that I don't want.
Uh-oh. Everybody getting injured.
Really? Nah, seems fair to me. Besides, you've got that big old pig sticker yourself.
Thanks, your cock is pretty cool too.
I was just about to say.
Wait, I don't want to call my cock a pig sticker. I
Both
don't
men.
fuck pigs. I don't. It's a lady sticker. Yeah.
It's called the lady sticker. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a heterosexual man.
Yeah, I don't fuck pigs.
I don't fuck
Regularly, I don't fuck pigs a lot, often.
Okay. Back at it. Let's go. Okay. Both men grinned a challenge
And
to
I
one another.
think that challenge will be expounded upon on our next episode of Dere Farm.
I think it will too.
Oh my god, now that this guy's got a Glock, I don't know, anything could happen.
Yes.
Anything
All
could
right.
happen.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if Sano has a Glock too on the
I
next.
hope he does, but I'm thinking no. Odds, it's not likely that
God,
he
I
also
wish.
has a handgun.
God, would that be just amazing?
That would be great though.
All right.
Farewell.
Farewell. Goodbye. Goodbye.